I want to talk on what I titled, Why Am I Going Through What I'm Going Through? Am I the only person in my family? Why me? Why is it that I don't find it easy in what I set out to achieve? Why is it that when it is my turn, things don't go well? Why is it that I encourage people but nobody to encourage me? Why am I going through what I am going through? I know God loves me, but why am I going through it? Why am I going through what I am going through? Others are attracting good people, but the people that come into my life are people that rather wants to use me. Why am I going through what I'm going through? And this is what a lot of people are asking, especially believers. I want to start by saying God will never waste your pain. God will never waste your pain. God will never waste your disappointment. God will never waste your heartbreaks. He is not the orchestrator of the things you are going through. But God will make sure that He uses your pain to bring you into greatness. In Job chapter 13, verse 15, Job said, though He slay me, yet I will trust in Him. I guess what Job meant to say is that though He permits the enemy to get at me, yet I will trust Him. It is easy to trust God when everybody around you wants to help you. But when you are the only one standing at the crossroad of life, you don't know whether to go left or to go right. You don't know whether to go back or to proceed. And in the midst of it all, you still say, God, I trust you. That is trust. There comes a time in your life where your trust in God will be put to test. There comes a time in your life where the things you know about God will be put to test. There comes a time in everybody's life where your faith will be put to test. Your love for God will be put to test. Your belief in God will be put to test. Job said, though He slay me, yet I will trust Him. There is a revelation I got after the storm that came at me. I still choose God as my God. He is still my God. Because who else can I choose as God? He is the only one. He has no beginning. He has no end. He is God all by Himself. I still choose Him as my God. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said, even if God will not help us in this matter, we are still standing our ground that we shall not bow. Though He slay me, yet will I trust Him, but I will maintain my own ways before Him. That is the key. In the midst of the obstacles of life, are you maintaining your righteousness? Are you maintaining your faith in God? Are you maintaining your prayer life? Are you maintaining your fasting life? Are you maintaining your steady life? Are you maintaining your giving life? Are you maintaining your tithing life? Are you maintaining your love life? Are you maintaining your faith life? Though He slay me, yet I will trust Him, but I will maintain my own ways before Him. Why am I going through what I'm going through? One, you are going through what you are going through because you are born into a world of trouble. We live in a world of trouble. The day you push a baby and the baby comes out, the baby has been born into wahala, into katakata. begin to light off. Job chapter 14 verse 1. Job chapter 14 verse 1. Man that is born of a woman is of few days full with trouble. The day a child is born, give the child some few days, trouble will start. So long as you are on earth, there will be trouble. That's why you are going through what you are going through. Why do they beat babies to cry? Because where they are coming from, they don't cry. Here they cry. They have to beat them. Yeah, we cry. We cry here. Here is a land of tears. And when the baby don't cry, there's a problem. Because the tears is a sign of life. Because the world in which you have come, we recognize life based on tears. Cry. So, they beat the baby wouldn't cry. Beat the baby wouldn't cry. Yeah. The baby is alive. You are going through what you are going through because we all were born into a world of trouble. The rich are crying. The poor are crying. The rich are sad. The poor are sad. The rich are dying. The poor are dying. The rich are getting sick. The poor are getting sick. The rich are being buried. The poor are being buried. Rain falls on the rich. Rain falls on the poor. The sun shines on the rich. The sun shines on the poor. As long as you are in this flesh, there will be trouble. But you just have to make sure you maintain your ways with God. Don't leave your friend because he or she is going through trouble. It might be your turn tomorrow. Don't leave somebody in their pain. It might be your time tomorrow. In the midst of all this storm, I got a book titled, The Gift of People. I never knew the gift of people until after 25th September 2024. That was when I knew the gift, the power of people. That was when I knew those indeed who love me and those who laugh at me. Never forsake somebody in his or her pain. That might be the only price you have to pay to help them. The moment you are born into this world, you become a candidate of trouble. The moment. No matter how much money you have saved for your children as an inheritance, it cannot exempt them from certain troubles. I have seen sickness take away inheritance. I have seen sickness, just one sickness, take away the whole money in the family. Trouble. Within 1 second, somebody's world can change. Within 1 second, so your world can just change, either for the best or for the test. You don't have to sin to go through troubles. A baby that just came to earth 3 days ago is now crying for food. Why? Born into a world of trouble. Can I tell you, if people who serve God are going through trouble, imagine those who don't serve God, what they go through. Imagine Job. God said to Satan, I know you are a Romeo. You have been roaming because you don't have work. So you are roaming. Okay, whilst you were roaming, did you consider my son Job a righteous man? Imagine somebody who is not righteous. What will Satan take away from that person? Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let social media deceive you. That going to church cannot help you. Even those who are going through trials. Talk more of those who are not going. Number 2, why are you going through what you are going through? Because you are going through it for somebody, not for yourself. Why are you going through what you are going through? You are going through what you are going through because you are going through it not for yourself, but for somebody. How can you advise a pregnant woman on how to carry her pregnancy when you have never been pregnant before? How can you advise a mother on how to take care of her children when you have never been a mother before. How can you advise somebody on how to succeed in business when you have never run a business before? What you are going through is not for you, it's for somebody. Psalm 105 verse 17. Psalm 105 verse 17. He sent a man before them, even Joseph, who was sold for a servant. How did the children of Israel get to Egypt? Through Joseph. What Joseph went through in Egypt was meant to be because of the people. The pain you are experiencing now, it will be over soon. And when it is over, you are going to transport the experience. You are going to transfer the experience to somebody that will be where you are now. Why? Because you are going through what you are going through today for somebody. How can you advise a young girl on how to identify dangers when nobody has broken your heart before? It will be difficult. Your pain is somebody's gain. Say after me, my pain is somebody's gain. Your pain is somebody's gain. Don't throw away the pain. Don't commit suicide. Don't give up. Go through it, and God will bring you out of it. Number 3, why are you going through what you are going through? Because you can go through it. God will never allow you to swim in an ocean that you have not been equipped to swim over. God will not allow you to engage in a battle that you cannot win. God will not allow you to go through something that you have no capacity to come out of. You are going through what you are going through because you can go through it. You can go through it. If Job had no capacity to go through what he went through, God would not have allowed it. You are going through that thing because you can go through it. Exodus chapter 14, verse 15. Exodus chapter 14, verse 15. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak to the children of Israel that they go forward. If they cannot go forward, God will not have brought them out of bondage. Pastor, what I'm going through is not easy. You can go through it. The grace to go through it is there. Pastor, I'm the only one living my life. Nobody is helping me. Yes, I know. But the grace is there. Pastor, I'm married, but it's like I'm lonely in the marriage. Yes, the grace to go through it is there. Pastor, I'm working, but my salary is nothing to write home about. The grace to go through it has been given. Why are you crying to me? Tell the people to go forward. But there's Red Sea. Yes, tell them to go. Tell them to go forward. The grace to go through this thing has been given to you. God will never allow anything on your head that your neck cannot carry. Number 4, you are going through what you are going through because after what you are going through comes what God has for you. After what you are going through comes what God has for you. What God has for you is after what you are going through. What you are going through is because after it comes what God has for you. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 10. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 10. But the God of all grace, who hath called us unto his eternal glory by Christ Jesus, after that you have suffered a while, make you perfect, stable, strengthen, settle you. So your settlement is after the trials. Your settlement is after the storm. Your settlement is after the pain. God will settle you not in the trials, not in the fire, not in the storm, after. And that is what the enemy doesn't want you to do. He doesn't want you to get to the end of your trials. He wants to kill you in it. He wants you to give up in it. He wants to break you in it. Don't allow him. Get to the end. And when you get to the end, you get to your settlement.